Good morning. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy 'cause we're all here together again. Good morning. We are all together again. All right, let's take a look at our calendar if Miss Ball can find it. There it is. All right, we are still in the month of April. We are counting all the way down here. Okay, is everybody ready? We're going to start at 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, you see that 21? What does it look like? It's a 2 and a 1. Now, what does that 2 represent? 2 groups of 10. 2 groups of 10. And what about this 1 right here? What does that 1 represent? 1 extra 1. So we've got our 2 groups of 10 and our 1 extra 1. All right, let's take a look. Yesterday was Monday. What does Monday start with? M, and M says very good. Yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday starts with a T, and T says t, t, t. Yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. Wednesday starts with what letter? W, and W says w, w, w. Very good. How many days are in your week? How many? 7. 7 days are in your week. Let's sing them. Are you ready? Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Very good. 7 days are in your week. How many months are in your year? 12. Let's sing them. Ready? January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Very good. All right, it is time to take a look in our teacher book. All right, I am going to flip to day 2 in our week 3, and we are going to see what they want us to learn today. Now, remember I told you guys yesterday I forgot my essential question card, but look what I have. I got it. All right, our concept this week is look to the sky, and our essential question says, what do you see in the sky? We named a few things yesterday that you see in the sky. Clouds, sun, the moon, and stars. And sometimes you can see other things that are in the sky that don't necessarily belong in the sky, but we see them in the sky, like airplanes or birds flying. They don't stay in the sky, whereas clouds and the sun and stars and the moon, they all stay in the sky. Birds and airplanes, you see them in the sky, just passing through, right? All right, so what do you see in the sky? All right, so our teacher book today, remember this week is a review week, so we are not learning anything new. We are just going over the stuff we already know, okay? All right, so I'm going to start a little different than I usually do. Instead of reading our story again, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our phonics portion of our teacher book, and then we'll go back and read the story. All right, so it'll be just a little different. Same stuff, different order, okay? All right, so yesterday's lesson, I read 3 words that all began with the same letter. Today I'm going to read 3 words, but 2 of them, only 2 of them, begin with the same letter. And you're going to tell me the one that does not belong. Okay? So 3 words, 1 does not belong with the others. All right, so here we go. The first three words. Under, up, jet. Which of those words is different? Has a different beginning sound. Under, up, jet. All right? Jet. Jet has a different beginning sound. The other two words, under and up, begin with what sound? And that's the letter what? U. Okay? All right, so here we go. Next set. Repeat after me. Vest, water, vine. Do it one more time. Vest, water, vine. Which of those words do not belong? All right, yeah, water. Water does not belong. Your other two words, vest and vine, have the same beginning sound. What sound is it? Tickles your lip. And what letter is that? V. Very good. All right, next set. Repeat after me. Jacket, jewelry, zoo. Jacket, jewelry, zoo. Which one does not belong? That one's pretty easy, right? Zoo. Zoo does not belong. What sound do you hear at the beginning of jacket and jewelry? J. J. And what letter is that? J. Very good. All right, next set. You ready? October. Ink, olive. October, ink, olive. Which one does not belong? Ink, right? You wrinkle up your nose. Ink. Okay. What sound do you hear at the beginning of October and olive? October, olive. Ah, like you're at the doctor. Ah. And what sound is that? Or what letter is that? O. Very good. All right. Here we go. Night, moth, nail. They are trying to trick you. You have to say those out loud. You ready? Night, moth, nail. That one's tricky. All right, the one that does not belong, moth. It has a sound like The other two make the sound. And what sound is that? N. All right, that one was hard. Shame on them. All right, next one. You ready? Zipper, goat, girl. Zipper, goat, girl. Which one does not belong? Zipper. Good. The other two words, goat and girl, begin with what sound? G. G. Very good. All right, last one. Are you ready? Repeat after me. Yolk, yogurt, queen. Yolk, yogurt, queen. Which one does not belong? Queen. Queen does not belong. Yolk and yogurt. What sound do you hear at the beginning? Y. Y. And that is the letter Y. Very good. All right, so now we are going to practice some words. You're gonna show me with your hands what letter you hear, what letter sound you hear at the beginning. Okay? You are going to show me one of these letters: V, J, 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 Y, 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 Z, 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 and Qu, Qu, Q. All right? Yeah, Qu, Qu, Q. All right, so here we go. These are tricky. You guys ready? All right, here we go. J, J, jar. Quick, quick. Vase, vase. Yard, yard. I'm in my yard. It's quiet out here, except the birds and the cars. It's quieter out here than it is in my house. You ready? Jet, jet. Zoo, zoo. Queen, queen. Okay, that Q is kind of like an upside down, like if you do a U and then just flip it upside down, like that. Vine, vine. Yes, yes. Zip, zip. Quiet, quiet. Just like out here, it's quiet. Jam, jam. Zero, zero. Yell, yell. Van, van. Jump, jump. You, you. And last one, voice, voice. Good. You guys are doing so well with your sounds. I'm so proud of you guys. All right, we are going to do a new story today. We are doing a new story today. Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do that story today. I'm going to save that one for tomorrow. Tomorrow's lesson's a little short. I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Does that sound good? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's short. All right. So let's flip back over in our teacher book. Remember I said I was doing my stuff out of order. So I'm going to flip back. Yesterday we read the story Bringing Down the Moon, and I told you that was our first read. So we're going to read it again, and this time I'm going to be asking you guys some questions kind of during the story, some thinking questions, okay? All right, so let me get my book. This book was much bigger than last week's book, I feel like. Gotta make some room here. Okay. Bringing Down the Moon. Remember, it is by Jonathan Emmett. He is our author, and it is illustrated by Vanessa Cabin. Bringing Down the Moon. And remember, this story is a fantasy fiction story, and we call it a fantasy fiction because it was made up. The author made up the events and the characters, and it is a fantasy because we know that animals in real life, they can't talk. They can't speak words. They can make noises. I like that bird. You hear it? But the bird's not really talking by using words. Okay? Fantasy fiction. I'm going to scoot myself over. Sorry, I just got nearly close to my face. All right, so I am going to scoot over a little bit so that way you can see the story. Bringing Down the Moon. Hot diggity! Exclaimed Mole as he burrowed out of the ground one night. Whatever's that? The moon was hanging in the sky above him like a bright silver coin. Mole thought that it was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. All right, so he said hot diggity. Have you ever heard that before? Hot diggity. So hot diggity is something people say when they are surprised about something. Hot diggity. It's kind of an older saying. I remember my granddad used to say it, but it's something you say when you're surprised about something. Okay? And we just read that Mole sees the moon up in the night sky, and he thinks it's the most beautiful thing he's ever seen. So it sounds like he's never seen the moon, right? Because he's like, oh, that's so beautiful. Kind of shocked. Like, oh, I've never seen this before. Let's read to find out. Whatever it is, I must have it, said Mole. Mole said to himself, I know, I'll jump up and pull it down. Thump, thump, thumpity thump. Mole was so busy jumping he didn't think about the noise he was making, and he woke up Rabbit in her burrow. All right, so the word thump, that is a noise word, right? That's him jumping up and down and making a noise. Thump, thump, thumpity bump. Poor Rabbit was just trying to sleep. Mole, said Rabbit, what on earth do you think you are doing? Hello, Rabbit, said Mole. I'm trying to pull down that shiny thing. You mean the moon? Asked Rabbit. So that's what it's called, said Mole. You'll never do that, said Rabbit. It's not as close as it looks. All right, so Mole has a problem, right? He has a problem in this story. What is his problem? He wants to grab the moon and keep it for himself. And so what was one way he was trying to solve that problem? By jumping up and down, right? He thought he could jump up and get it, but Rabbit had to tell him really quickly, like, dude, that ain't happening. It is too far away. But Mole would not give up. I know, he thought. I'll get a stick and poke it down. He found a long stick and poked it up at the moon. Swish, swish, swishity swish. Mole was so busy poking that he tripped over Hedgehog in his bed of leaves. Alright, so we just read that Mole is now trying to use a stick. And we knew that jumping up and down didn't work. Do you think a stick is going to work? I don't think so either. I think that he's just a little guy who doesn't know anything about the moon, who's never learned about the moon, and he's going to try anything he can to get it to work, but you and I both know that ain't happening, right? We know that because we've seen the moon our whole lives. It's nothing new for us. Let's keep reading. Mole, grunted Hedgehog, what are you up to? Hello, Hedgehog, said Mole. I'm trying to poke down the moon. You'll never do that, said Hedgehog. It's not as close as it looks. All right, so now Mole has seen two different animals, Rabbit and Hedgehog, and they both have said the same thing. It's not as close as it looks. Do you think he's going to talk to somebody else? Maybe he'll believe that animal? But Mole would not give up. I know, he thought. I'll throw something at it and knock it down. He found some acorns and threw them at the moon. Plink, plink, plinkety plink. Ouch, said Squirrel. Mole, have you gone nuts? Hello, Squirrel, said Mole. I'm trying to knock down the moon. You'll never do that, said Squirrel. It's not as close as it looks. All right, so yep, he does come across one more animal, and he's throwing acorns this time. Not very safe, right? He ends up hitting his friend Squirrel. So did it work? No, still didn't work. So he's still got that problem. He still wants that moon, and he's trying to get it down. Let's see what he's going to do next. But Mole wanted the moon so badly he would not give up. I know, he thought. I'll climb a tree and carry it down. Now, Mole had never climbed a tree before. It was hard work, and he was scared to be so far from the ground. But he kept on going until he saw the moon resting in the leaves above him. All right, so Mole is still trying to solve that problem. He can't get the moon down from the sky, right? So now he's trying to solve his problem by climbing up and grabbing it. How do you think that's going to go? Mole stretched out his paws, but just when he thought he had the moon, he slipped. Oh, eek! Ouch! Oh! Mole tumbled down and landed, splash, in the middle of a puddle. Hot diggity drat! There's that hot diggity again. This time he's a little surprised because he hurt himself, right? I almost had it that time. Then he noticed something floating in the puddle beside him. It was pale and wrinkled, but Mole recognized it at once. The moon, whispered Mole. It must have fallen down with me. He reached out to pick up the moon, but as soon as he touched it, it broke into pieces and vanished. Now, what really happened on this page? He thought he had pulled down the moon, all right? But then when he touched it, there were ripples in the water and it kind of broke it apart. So he thought he broke it. But then, let's look at this page. Mole sat in the puddle and cried. Rabbit, Hedgehog, and Squirrel came running up. Are you all right, Mole? Asked Rabbit. I'm all right, sobbed Mole, but the moon isn't. I pulled it down, and then I broke it, and it was so beautiful, and now I'll never see it again. Now, here's a funny thing about this. If you look up here at the moon, he thinks he broke it down here, and it went away. So after he touched it, a cloud came across the moon at that exact moment. And now he can't see the reflection in the puddle because there's a cloud in the way. Okay? So he thinks he actually broke it. But really, it just got a little darker because of the cloud. Oh, Mole, said Rabbit. You couldn't have pulled down the moon. And you couldn't have broken it, said Hedgehog. And you'll certainly see it again, said Squirrel. Look! High up in the sky above them, the moon was coming out from behind a cloud. Oh, whispered Mole, and it's just as beautiful as ever. Mole, Rabbit, Hedgehog, and Squirrel stood up and stared up at the moon together. It is beautiful, said Rabbit. Very beautiful, said Hedgehog. Very beautiful indeed, said Squirrel. Yes, said Mole, but it is not as close as it looks. All right, so do you think Mole finally realized what the animals have been trying to tell him that whole time? I think so too. I think he finally realized, all right, so maybe I can't actually grab it, right? And the moon is, it is really far away. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but that is something we can look up to see exactly how far the moon is from Earth. But yeah, it's definitely not close enough for us to grab. All right, so you are going to, today, do the next page in your packet. And it looks like this. You go ahead and pull it apart. You know I like to pull it apart. Makes it easier to work with. Okay. Papers all over my yard. Okay. So we're going to be doing a little bit more letter review. And you guys are going to write what letter each picture begins with for every single picture. All right? So your first row is a jet, the number 6, volcano, jar, jellyfish, violin, box, Valentine, axe. Okay? So, oh, you know what? I didn't read the directions. This ball. So I'm going to tell you guys those directions one more time. You're going to do the beginning sound unless it's an X, if it ends in an X. So, look up here again. Jet, box, volcano. So instead of writing an S at the beginning, you're going to write an X here because we're listening for that X sound at the end, okay? Jar, jellyfish, violin, box, Valentine, axe. So we've got 2 more down here that have that ending X sound. All right, now on the back, this is all beginning sounds, okay? Zoo, quilt, soap, yak, 0, zebra, yarn, a yak or an ox? We'll go with yak. I don't think that's right. I think it's an ox. Let's say it's an ox. So we'll do that X sound. Sorry, guys. Yarn, mask, queen, All right, now remember your letter Q. Your letter Q has a best friend. Has a best friend. They're always together. What is it? Q, U. Q and U are always and forever together. They're best friends. Best friends. They go everywhere together. Okay? So if your words begin with the qu sound, you have your Q, you have your U right next to each other. Okay? All right, something else you were going to work on today. If you look deep in your packet, hopefully you guys have kept things a little organized, a little bit. You had something that looked like this. Goodness, Miss Ball. All right, so it looked like this. The sentence of the day. And I wrote on the top Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, today is Tuesday. You're in luck. Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. I want you, after you get done writing your word or writing the letters that those words begin with, I want you to pick a sentence starter. Okay. Any of these sentence starters. So if I were to do my writing page today, when I get done recording, I'll write on mine. You write on yours, okay? So I'm going to use the sentence starter. This one right here. I am a blank. I am a blank. So what I will do is I will take that sentence starter and I will write it right here on this line. I am a blank. What am I? I could say I am a teacher, I am a mom, I am a friend, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a picture of whatever I am, okay? And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to make sure I have a capital letter, punctuation, and that there's spaces between all of my words, okay? And if you want to take it a step further in your writing and you want to say, you know, I am a friend, I help everyone, or whatever makes you a friend. I am a mom, I read stories to my boys. Okay? If you want to take it a step further, great. If you just want to answer the sentence starter, that's great too. I just want you writing. Okay? So you will do those two things. You will do your beginning sound page. It looks like this. Okay? When you're done with that, you will do your Tuesday sentence of the day. Then when you're done with that, you're going to scoot over to iReady, and you are going to do your iReady reading lesson. It is not teacher assigned. It is work at your own pace. Work for at least 20 minutes, okay? And I'll be logging on soon to see how you guys are doing and that you're actually trying your best and not just clicking around till it's done, okay? So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.